Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. Let's start from the 25. First down here for this offense. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going to take off. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Quick pass, the catch is made. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
They'll move the sticks for a first down for this Tennessee offense, and this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball on the money, and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vols. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Automatic in the PAT. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Defense is coming after him. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flashed at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Looking to pass here on second down. On the run, he'll let it go. He makes the grab. Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12, a red zone opportunity.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
The ball's come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Receiver makes the catch, and they get him down after the completion. And the Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry up. second down, looking to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Short completion. A third down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Breaks loose at the 40. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
This quarterback is making his big plays in the most critical moments in this game. Not only does he come up with a first down, but he picks up huge yards. And how did it get done? Gets away from the rush, keeps his poise. And then how about him directing traffic as he moves downfield to pick up extra blockers? It's a really nice run.
First down, looking to throw the football. Grab made by the tight end. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Tennessee 10, Oklahoma 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's a quick grab. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal. The Sooners looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
Coming up, second down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Going after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Has the first down and more. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 National Championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
Solid run, tackled with the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 45. Out of bounds after another big scramble. This guy's legs has been a major weapon for the offense today. The Volunteers pick up enough for a first down. The back's got it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Now it's second down here. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Trying to create outside the pocket now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner will be brought down. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. 1st and 10 play coming up. He'll hand it off. A quick juke. Finding some room with the 25. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. But I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball is thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and clean the lead before the break. Second and long for this offense after the sack. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Lets it go quickly. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Chris, that's another.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. The Sooners with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, drops back. Finds an open target on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Finds the receiver wide open. Tackle made after a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes the grab on the move. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They'll avoid this sack, but is brought down after a short gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. See what the call is on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry up. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. He made good on his first attempt, but this one is from 47 yards away. The attempt is no good. He missed it. But there's a marker down, so hold everything. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Number 16, field goal.
He knocks this one right through. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. And the Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking to scramble. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. After that huge play, this offense is now in scoring position. They moved into the red zone quickly.
Boy, Chris, you wonder what the next play will be for this offensive coordinator. Anytime you hit a big play like that, you get into the red zone, there's a tendency to want to go after the jugular. Use that momentum to your advantage. Let's see what they call right here.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And the wideout goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Trying to create here on the move. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. He settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. Always looking to throw. Looking to throw it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Tennessee. That puts them on top in the second half. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. Trying to extend the play. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring out 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Running play called on 3rd and short. The Sooners will try to keep this drive moving.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the 1st down.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got a receiver wide open here. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the 1st down.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. Man, it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and it gets you the yards you need.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Pass is intercepted, but out of bounds. It's a relief for the quarterback there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He'll throw it now. And this pass is caught. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. The pass rush closing in. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Now a crucial 3rd down and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. And run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown. Fouls. Just ran away from the defense. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
The PAT puts him up 3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver makes the grab.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to throw yet again. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The pass is incomplete. That's a big stop with his defense on fourth down.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But there's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time, the defense is in position, and they tackle him for a loss.
They look to throw it here on second down. Pressure is coming. Trying to get the throw off. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is, and they do a good job of it right here.
Tries the right with a quick throw, and he's got it. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Hand off to the single back. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Here's the second down play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
This try is no good. The lead stays at 3 after the miss. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on 4th down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game. 1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Looking right, this one caught. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to the left. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a... Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. And the ball is picked off. He's found some room at the 45. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Very important possession here. Defense did a great job preserving that 3-point lead. Now it's the offense's turn to build that cushion. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Going to scramble now. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. There's the handoff. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Boy, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on 3rd down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches him off guard, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Handoff to the back. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And that run produces a decent gain. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.